Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
Welcome back. BX Tone, Dog in the Yard. Shout out to Chico Brown coming from West Coast, Compton, California. Transition, youth centers, doing the movies. Look for his movies on all the movie platforms. He's a real one. We want to support him. Chico Brown, appreciate you. BX Tone, Dog in the Yard. Till we see you next time.
What up, what up? You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. And today we got Chico Brown in the building, and we got my new co-host, Tone from the BX in the building.
What's good,
so
Tone?
I want everybody out there to start getting used to seeing Tone because he's in the building, man.
Facts.
He's taking that yard walk with everybody else that we gonna have in our presence, man. So Tony's gonna be in the building. It's my new co-host. It's my brother for 100 years, and this is how we do it. And with that being said, what up, Chico?
What up, man? How you doing?
Man, what's
Nice
up, my
seeing
brother,
you.
man?
Good, man.
Pleasure having you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Chico,
Appreciate
what's
it.
good
How you
with
been,
you?
brother?
Good, man.
This is Chico Brown, Compton. Let's just get it straight off top. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Before we get into anything else. You know what I mean? So what's up, Chico? How you been, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. The travel here was good, man. Nice to coming out here, especially coming out here doing what we did today.
Yeah, it was great.
was
I mean,
great,
it was definitely what we've been doing for the past week, man. It's super legendary. You know, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of all the brothers. It's every time I get together with Andre Norman, it's just a good feeling because we doing greatness. You know, it's just that feeling that we moving, but we moving to move buildings and we moving mountains.
That's a fact. Just thinking about giving back to the community and organizing the community and developing the community. I mean, something that I know Chico Brown have a clear understanding of, but collectively, as we organize ourselves, we bring that same energy to individuals inside of the carceral setting, dudes in state prison and Rikers Island, in New York City jail. We just giving back to the community, letting dudes know that we ain't forget about them.
Facts. And with that being said, what's up, Chico, man? So how New York treating you, man? You like New York?
Man, I'm loving it, man. It was like I said, it was special, man. It was special. We've been here 3-4 days, going inside of prison, speaking to kids, not the kids, but grown-ups that, who just the insight on some of the stuff that we did, and just try to encourage them that one day they can come home. That was special, man.
Yeah, it sure was. Shit, I ain't see brothers. I ain't seen in 30 years.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, whoa. You know what I mean? So that was definitely great experience, and we be there again. This says don't stop. The mission just started.
Mission just started.
You know what I'm saying? So Chico, how long you been home?
24 years now. I came home in 2001, and I left when I leave in 89, 90. So you know what I'm saying. So
Gotcha.
Came home 2001. Yeah, man, it's everything I'm telling you like a blessing for me to go into New York prison and tell them about Crips and Pyros, because I felt it was part of what I do. They need to know from somebody who really did that, somebody where the Crips and Pyros started at. Mm-hmm. If they hear from me, maybe the insight of what they doing will change. Mm-hmm. So when I came in there and I started talking about, man, I'm a Crip, man. I got shot in 1976. So my reason for saying that, for them to know 76, damn, he been gangbanging since 76. When I tell you I got shot in 76, and my best friend died at Centennial High School in Compton, 1980. I carried the body at 15. That was just the first of many. I think I've been a part of it over 30-something times. So my point to, not that I'm a gangbanger, not that the dudes we was talking to is, I don't know. But I just wanted to know. You claiming that you're a Pyro and stuff. But for me, Pyro Street in Compton is a street, man. It's one street.
That's
Crips,
all it is.
It's just a street, man. The Pyro Street. That's where it came from. That's how it started. I know the founders who started it. I know the reason why they started. But I wanted them dudes to know, you claiming this, and this is what this is about. You claiming that you're a Crip, but this is what this is about. I can tell you how all this shit started. So that was my point of me starting off like that.
Yeah, I got you. For those that don't know Chico out there in the world and all that, like, besides, you coming from Compton and being an ex-Crip, I mean, like, you was raised in Compton, like with siblings, father, mother?
Born and raised in Compton, man. Born and raised, 1964. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they're from Compton, but authentically born and raised in Compton. Parents was married for 60-something years. Both of my parents passed away last 5 years. But my parents, I don't have an excuse of getting raised by a single family parent. My parents stayed together 65 years, 67 years, So that was never my excuse. My two brothers, one of my brothers we all got shot together, like in 76. All of us, one time.
How many brothers you got?
2.
Okay.
And we all was in the hospital at the same time.
Wow.
We got shot in a drive-by shooting. All of us got hit.
That's serious.
That was crazy.
So this is, what I'm saying? This is 76, and so,
So it was tough
Tough,
out
man.
there in
Like,
Compton. That shit.
Man, like, I'll never try to say, like, this game, this is this, that. But when it comes to the shooting in Compton, no, this was an everyday base. This happened every day. We back and forth for years. And I know, like, in, say, 85, 86, 87, the city of Los Angeles averaged 2,000, 2,400 murders a year. So you divide that by 365 days, how many bodies is that a day? So that's what they average. Like now, LA is calm, get 400 murders a year, 400 to 500. That's like, damn, that's great. But then for me to realize how many people, that's still a lot, but you know what I'm saying?
Lot, man.
That's a lot, but
400 or 500 people?
yeah, that's average. That's a year, like.
Man.
But from 2,400,
Yeah,
86, 87.
that shit ain't nothing.
Man.
That means it definitely changed a little for the better.
Yeah, it did change a lot. It changed, from, today, when I see stuff on TV that glorify gangbanging, like a Crip walking or Sue Whooping and stuff, man, that's like, damn, man. Gangbanging had to be one of the stupidest things I ever did in my life. For me to even think about, I am not speaking to you because you got on red, or don't look at me. You can't come over my neighborhood because you from 3 blocks from where I live. If I was born at 3 blocks from where I live, I would be from Fruitown. I'd be a Pyru. It's just 3 blocks. And the dudes that's Pyrus from Fruitown, if they was born 3 blocks my way, they'll be a Crip. We all grew up together, man. Before say 69 when the Crips and Bloods started, saying we all played baseball together at the same park. By the time we in high school, we can't ride the same school bus together. We ain't jumping on the same bus. We can't even talk together because it's on site. It ain't like now, like Crips gang with Power. No, that never happened. Not in Compton.
So that was your upbringing. That's how it was on and popping at that.
It was on popping on site. On site. Like when my friend Norman got killed in 1980, that's when they kicked all the Crips out. It was Crips and Pyrus that went to school at Centennial, Now it's all Pyrus that go to Centennial. In Compton, it's all Crips. Compton High School is all blue and white. Centennial High School is all red and white. So you figure that out.
So I want to ask you, how would, like, growing up like that, how does that impact the way that you make decisions about your engagements with people today? I mean, you seem to be a very intelligent man. We know you, very successful, whatever. But how does that inform your decision-making process today?
But it's like, I think about that a lot. Like, well, how did I end up to being a person who doing movies, who's successful, and why didn't I go the other way? But I realized that we all from the same gang, for real. And when I realized that when I went to prison, like one of my best friends was a Blood, a Pyru. He's still like my best friend from the same neighborhood I'm telling you, from Fruitown. So when I get on the yard, as soon as I walked on the yard, They shut the yard down and all that.
So before you get to your, I don't want to cut you off, Chico, but I want to stick to the script, right? So your upbringing, it was a lot of beef and all that. You and your brother got shot.
Yeah, my brother
and
got
then
shot.
From that point, I mean, what triggered? Like, you still were getting in trouble, and when you went to prison and all that.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna get to, you know what I mean?
So on an everyday basis, this is like from, I'm telling you, in '76 we got shot, from '70. All this is all gay, but like I never joined the gang because the gang joined me. Like my neighborhood was always the neighborhood, but the Crips started. So when the Crips started, this neighborhood ain't like I'm joining this gang. No, the Crips started in my neighborhood. So now I'm a Crip because we started in '70. The Crips started in '69. So I'm telling you, the Crips in my neighborhood started in '69, '70. So by the time I'm that age, I'm a Crip, and ain't no question am I gonna be a Blood or a Pyru. No,
That's your neighborhood.
That's my neighborhood. I didn't have to join the gang. The gang joined me.
It was created there.
And created.
I got you.
So that when people say that I get put on, that don't even make sense to me that I get put on.
I understand.
Anybody in my neighborhood or anybody in Fruitown, they didn't get put on. The gang joined us.
It might be like that for everybody else, but not for you. Safe to say that.
Yeah, that's
Everybody else got down with the gang, but you was part of the birth of the gang.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Because that's where you're from, basically. So
the
once you
foundation.
became that, you became a Crip. Then, I mean, did it cause you more issues and what escalate? Let me know.
I was going to Centennial too. Like like I said, my best friend got shot. Got shot in the head. We headed to school, but we never made it because we stopped and we were shooting dice on the bridge. It's a bridge that go to Centennial High School. So while we shooting dice, dudes on the bike came and they had the red rags on. And they threw up their sign, threw up my sign. We said what they said, and they start shooting. So for me, like back then, this is 1979. You watch the cartoon, you think this shit is like cartoon type shit. Get up, man, get up. But it was hit him right in the head. No blood, just white stuff came out of his head. So when the white stuff come out, I'm not thinking that he's shot in the head. I don't know what I'm thinking. But when I noticed he didn't get up, 15 years old. When he don't get up, I'm like, damn, he shot, but still not thinking that he was gonna die. So when Norman got shot and got killed, like that was just the back and forth. Like somebody gotta die, somebody gotta go back and die. So it never ended.
You was upset off that. It was a lot of trauma though.
Trauma, and it never end. It's still, you know what I'm saying?
Did it cause you any trauma as far as like did it fuck you? As far as your way of thinking, you going to he died in your hands and all that. You 15 years old.
Man, I still think like never received no kind of therapy for this. Like like sometimes I'm thinking like, damn, that's crazy, man. I'm 15 years old. Somebody, my best friend died in my arms. Somebody I be with every day. We walk to school together. We do this, we do that. At 15 years old, 17, somebody else died. You know what I'm saying? It just kept going. My friend K9 died. I'm talking to him on the phone. He's shot in the chest. I mean, there's so many murders. I could just sit up here and talk to you about that.
Wow.
That affect me. But I don't know how I get over it. I don't really know, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just something that you know. It's here.
But I know it just didn't happen to me.
Right.
Because it happened on the other side. It happened to a lot of Pyrus. It happened to other Crips. You know what I'm saying? In this whole thing of gangbang, thousands of us died.
Where you got shot at?
Got shot in the hand and the leg. My brother got shot in the face and in the head, right?
What was your mom's, your father? What they was?
Terrible. You don't even want to hear this story.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
this story, let me tell you how deep this story is. So I got shot my sister died October the 16th, 1976. We got shot November the 16th, 1976. 30 days after my sister died.
Right after. I know
So
it was tough for
so
your
my
mom,
mother-
your dad.
Come on, man. It was terrible.
It was fucking horrible.
I buried more of my friends than my mother died. My mother died at 100, and I buried more of my friends than she did.
Right, just thinking about, again, Pete, you brought up, the aspect of trauma, and Chico, you spoke to like I don't even know how I get past it. Like is a built-in triggering mechanism at this point, right? But we do know that something that I love to exemplify, that although you experience those things that could have been traumatic or may be traumatic and may still be residing with you to this day, right? You have found a way to be resilient and be successful outside of, despite those experiences that you had as a young person. I mean, we always speaking about mindset shifting, right? Changing from, maybe a negative perspective to a positive perspective, or, seeing things from a negative angle, right, to seeing things from a positive angle, or having the ability to understand that somebody else's viewpoint of a particular situation may not be the same as yours. For me, I know for Pete, and I know for you, because again, we comrades, we engage in other individuals that's seeking to change their lives. Tell us about that transition, right? Because your life, you have a dynamic life. So you have that foundation, which is, for me, I like to speak about the social determinants of health as a public health expert, right? It's the environment that affects the way that we make decisions, the way that we move forward in life. And without a shadow of a doubt, what you've explained is that the environment had an overwhelming impact on the way that you see the world today. However, we do know that despite all of those challenges, you made it out. Right, you didn't just survive your hood; you thrived in your hood, out of your hood, in all sets of circumstances. Talk to us about that transition and how you actually, went through certain things in life that triggered you to begin to think on a deeper level to make certain
Was it the time that you got? I mean, was it?
No, I think after say some 14, 15 years old. So by the time I'm 18, 19, that's when I become this drug dealer. I think me wanting not to be just a drug dealer, I wanted to be the man. I wanted to be, if I'm a drug dealer, I'm gonna go take it to how far I can go with this.
Got you.
And so I think the motivation for me had to be the money, because I wanted to get all the money, and I think that was my goal, to get so much money through what we doing, especially when we talk about city of Compton. We at this time we wasn't hearing about, like, we talking about the 80s, the early 80s, 80, 81, 80, cocaine, that we got hundreds of thousands, like keys of cocaine. That wasn't happening until I don't know how I'm not gonna say how it got there, whatever happened, but it just was a flood of cocaine coming through our way, and I become a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I become this drug dealer that you could come on my street, which is called North Street in Compton. If you wanted to buy, because we never called it crack, we always called it rock. You can come on there, you can buy a $20 rock for me, or my people in there, I'll buy 100 kilos on that one street. You can spend $20 or you can spend $1 million. Just like that. So this street, North Street, becomes this place where you can get anything you want. And that thing was like, so now I'm shopping, I'm living Compton, but I shop at Bijan store. I was shopping at Versace before people started talking about Versace. I was going there in 80. Dudes wasn't wearing no Versace in 80, man. People still haven't, like, Bijan jackets that I was wearing, $20,000 for cashmere, $30,000. I was paying that shit. Bijan is a store is like appointment only. So the money, I think that what got me over a lot of stuff.
That right there, you was able to cover how you felt. And all the trauma that you went through getting money, hustling, and just letting it go. Just, all right, let me just keep moving. So go ahead. So when you actually, you getting money now. So
I'm getting money.
What year and what age you went to jail and when everything transpired that you got caught with the,
So I never thought, like, okay, when I first went to jail. No, the first went in '88. I actually didn't go when the feds raided everybody. I actually went on the run. And the funny thing, I'm talking to you, but I ran to New York because I wanted to go somewhere where was a lot of people that looked like me. So I said,
Gotcha.
Fuck, I'm going to New York. I ain't never been to New York in my life. I
blend right in.
I blend right in. I stayed in New York for 2 years. I was in Harlem, and then I was in the Bronx. I stayed there. I stayed like a regular person. Just nobody know who I am. I've been blend in with everybody who was in Harlem. And I think I told you, I went to get an ID, and I got an ID at Columbia University, at Columbia.
Wow.
Yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah.
So that's how I got called for getting the Columbia University ID. But I didn't know Columbia University was an Ivy League school.
That's yeah.
So when I go back to Compton, and I'm out here like I'm running around here like I know who out here, but I've never been out here. And I'm like, man, I gotta go home. I've been out here for 2 years. Grandmother passed. I couldn't go to the funeral. Feds looking for me. I go home. Go to my neighborhood. I was there 5 minutes. I see police passing by, but it was a highway patrol. I'm like, oh, it's a highway patrol. They ain't gonna do that. But they was hiding in the back seat of the car. The feds was hiding in the highway patrol car. So I'm not thinking.
As soon as you got back.
As soon as I got back. But that ain't no coincidence. Somebody called that was from my neighborhood. Like, he's here. It was it was a war. So they called.
Right.
So he's here. So I get busted. Like in 89, I get busted. I'm in the feds, no bail. My partners, all of them who was on my case or whatever, they took deals for 40s and 30s. Everybody took a deal, But I was gone for 2 years on the run. They offered me a deal. I'm like, man, I'm not taking no deal. I'm going to trial. Like, everybody, I'm like, gee, man, you better take a deal. You don't take a deal, you done, you're done. I'm 24 years old. I thought about it, like, well, I'm take this deal for 10, 15, get this shit over with. I'll still be, Something else told me, no, don't take the deal. Go to trial. But I went to trial. Trial lasted about 4 months or something. Was found not guilty. Walked out of there. Walked through the door. Walked out of there.
Well, that's a different story because nobody really beats the
Man,
feds like that.
pull my story out.
That's a
I
fact.
walked out on a big case, a big drug dealer case, a big case, and walked out the door. So now, I'm 20. I think I stayed like almost 2 years, about a year and a half, fighting the case. Walk out the door. When I say walk out the door, I walk back through the door, court. So when I go back to the door to my thing, everybody thought I was found guilty. So they're like, man, Chick, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't know what y'all sorry about, nigga. I'm going home.
Yeah, I done beat the case.
That's
I beat
right.
the case. They didn't know I beat the case. They thought I lost. Because, I came in at the end and they're like, man, I'm sorry, Chick. I'm sorry, man. You're going to be all right, man. You're going to be all right. And I turned around and said, man, Chick is like, I'm going to be great. Because I'm about to go home. They about to release me, nigga. I won the fucking case. Walk out the door.
What year was this?
It had to be
89?
90, 91. 90, 91 now.
Okay, all right.
Walk out the door. So now I'm thinking I'm bigger than life. Like, I just beat the
shit.
feds. I go
Motherfuckers
by.
gonna beat the feds like
That's a
that.
fact.
Then I go by the 750 BMW. I'm rolling like, now I beat the case. I'm done with this shit. This is me talking. I'm really done, man. I beat the Fed. All my partners got 30 and 40. They got 30 and 40 years. They were like, man, Chief, congratulations, man. Like, damn, we want to take our plea back. Everybody want to take their plea back, but it's too late. And they got sentenced. Get out. I'm on the street for 2 years. Now Freeway get out. Freeway called me like, Cheek, man, what up, man? I'm doing a youth center over there. You want to help, man? I need some help. I need you to, like, man, come on, I'll help you, man. You want to be part of the youth center because I was already open shit for the kids, like, and we was calling it the Apollo West. We had a big, like, 100,000 square foot building. Rick had bought before he get incarcerated the first time.
Yo,
So,
Chico, I want to ask you a question, though, because just to give a little context, as you dropped Freeway got out, who was Freeway? How was Freeway associated with you? Because I don't think we really got that part of it.
This is the funny thing. Me and Freeway was always friends, but we never did business together because he had his own plug, I had my own plug.
Got you.
Sometimes when I need something, I go get it from him. Sometimes I need something, he come get it from me. But I always like, okay, if you need some help, I got you.
You talking about the original Freeway
Yeah, I ain't talking about the record deal. I'm talking about Freeway Rick.
from
From
California.
From California. So when Freeway got out, he like, Chick, you want to go in with me on the studio thing? So we started building the studio. We got the record. We got every rapper coming over there. Rick name is, Freeway, the Freeway Boys, and the Freeway Academy. We was doing the Freeway Academy for the youth in the community. Freeway was really good in tennis, like a a pro tennis player. People don't probably even know that, but he played tennis. And so he was like, man, just help me. You know, I need some help. So you want to, man, okay, I'm going to pay for all this stuff. So I paid for the studio. We rebuilding about the building. And then while we doing this, he get a call from the people who blacked on the CIA, the government, however you want to put it. He get a call. Noriega would say whatever. He get a call. So we in the car. He in the car with me. We're going back and forth. And I can tell you on this. I can tell you. Rick kept saying no. He don't want to do this. He kept saying that. And I overheard the conversation, and I said, man, you need the money. I give you the money if you want to go. I did say that. I said, I'll give you the money if you want to go do this shit. Like, no, I want to be involved. And the dude, the Blandone dude, like, oh man, just help me this one more time. After you do this, I just got 100, 150 of them right here. If you buy the 100, we good. I just need some money because I'm coming back. It was just a fake story. I said, man, all right, man, fuck it. I'm gonna give you the money. Just go get it, whatever. But we go down there. We go to Mexico. We go to the border. But this the thing that would happen. So when we go down there, so I'm in the cut. I'm not saying nothing. But they knew that wasn't Rick money. So they were like, and then they ran my name because I drove my truck. They're like, oh, that's Chico with Rick. That's Chico with Rick. Chico just beat the case. He just beat us. We got to get him. He got to give us the money. You know how they work.
Fuck yeah.
So they,
too.
So
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So the situation is like, we need to have Chico here because I had left that day, so I come back. We need, no, we need the man who got the money because they want to make it, Rick fell for that shit. I fell for the shit. I said, man, fuck it, I'll go with you. I'm going to go. So I ended up going down there, bro. I went to the border, and they were like, if you come over here to Mexico, we give it to you for like, I think it was $8,000 a key. At this time, keys was $15. But if I bring them to you right there, $10,000 a key. I'm like, 10,000, 10, that's $1 million. Okay. I said, all right, fuck it, let's do it. I'll bring you the money. So me and Rick went down there, borrowed the money. And I'm asking Rick, and this is like, I'm still like, I don't know, man. This is me. I'm feeling this shit. I'm feeling
But
it.
you're still going.
He said, I
I'm
don't know,
saying
man.
this. I tell
know
them
that
to
feeling
day
when
one,
you-
to the end of the transaction. I say, Rick, let me talk to you, man. Let me talk to you. You sure, man? Because this is me. And Rick like, he's like my father. Chick, it's like my father. I know the dude because I met him a few times. Like, and I was like hesitant, like real hesitant. And then they're like, they asked me for some mantequillas and some butter, some heroin too. No, they asked me if I want something. I'm like, no, I don't want heroin. That's to make my charges go up. Shit, really. I'm like, no. And then they said they didn't want Rick to get the money. They wanted me to get the money. This is the trick. This is how I know. So they're like, okay. So I'm asking them, okay, where the shit at? Like around the corner. I mean, all right, let's go. I'm done. Let's go. Talking about around the corner. I ain't giving you my money before I see this shit. No, it's around the corner in the mall, around the corner. So I'm driving Rick in the car, drove around the corner. It's a truck parked there. So we got a driver to drive him back. I said, man, go check and see if that shit in there. So he went and checked to see if it was in there. So he gave us this like that. I start the car up. I'm like, I'm gone. I did my part. I'm gone. But as soon as I start the car up, and Rick jumped in the truck. Rick was in just another truck. I was in the car, and the driver was driving the car that they set up. So the dude jumped in the car, turned the car on. By this time, I see everything in the parking lot putting on DEA jackets, FBI jackets. I see the helicopters coming off the roof. So I'm like, oh, this is over.
Drop
man.
on you.
This is over. So as soon as I trying to get up out of there, hundreds for feds, helicopters, just surrounded, like it's over. Before I could look at Rick know already. He took off. Rick go down the freeway. He lived up to his name. I ain't gonna lie. Freeway. So he went on the freeway with
took
a high
off.
speed chain. High speed chase. Rick got about a half a mile because they was on us. Boom. They got me. They got the red beams on my head. Like, it's over. You know, like, damn, this is like, so. That feeling right there, like, damn, it's over. This shit is over. I just, you know, I'm thinking like, I can't, I don't even, why did I do this? I didn't need the money. Why did I do that? This is my feeling. By this time now, it's over with. We in jail. Next thing we know, and this is how funny life works, you know. So we in prison, me and Rick, we in jail. Probably 2 weeks later, we get a letter saying, y'all, I need this dude named, what's his name, who wrote the Gary Webb. He said, I have information y'all need to know. I'm like, man, that's fucking information, man. We can take a deal with the life, whatever. He said, no, this is way bigger than y'all. I'm like, what you mean? He said, I got some evidence to show that the people you was getting the drug with from, they've been working for the United States government forever. Y'all just pawns. He been selling drugs to y'all forever. And I got proof. The guy who was supposed to testify against y'all, he's a dirty. He got caught with 10 tons of cocaine, and they let him go just to get y'all. Like 10 tons. He got caught with 10 tons. This was like, man. He said, I'm gonna put y'all for a visit. I'm gonna come see y'all in San Diego. Come see us. He come with the paperwork. Sure, give us the paperwork. We reading this shit. Like, damn, man. Noriega. Bush. Like, people that, what you mean? Like, these people involved in our case? Like, this is a me and Rick. Like, gee, man, the government's selling us. What the fuck is this, man? He said, man, we going home. This is the first thing. He said, man, we going home, man. Look at this. Month passed. We going through this every day. They lawyers come back like, now, the story break out that the CIA been supplying us with drugs. They denied every bit to the last day. Like, that didn't happen. So now I'm like, what the fuck? Is this real? Every piece I'm telling you is real. We had every discovery. Maxine Waters and came in there. By this time they come in. Now we got redacted paperwork. She get all the unredacted paper and give it to us. So we reading the names. Like, man, this is some crazy shit, man. For all these years we've been selling drugs for the government. Rick like, man, Chick, man. By this time, now they like, but this shit is really happening too.
So
Like,
y'all
man,
was
this
really
is
surprised
unbelievable.
about that shit. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
when people say we never knew, that we didn't know, like we didn't seek out to sell drugs for the government. We didn't even know until we got arrested.
Yeah.
That's how all the story break about the CIA selling drugs. They never wanted us to know, but we hired an investigator. And after that,
So y'all went to they locked y'all up. Y'all went to the feds.
we locked up.
And no more. So what happened with that situation? Y'all copped out.
No bail. So this is Rick, 3-time offender. So Rick definitely was looking at life. So same situation. I faked like I was going to trial, but I'm telling Rick like, man, if you want, I told Rick like, man, I can't get life. I don't give a fuck what they say because it's guideline the book. I don't need you to charge me for, because they stole some money too. They took some money, so it wasn't what I really gave them. So okay, you need to charge me for how much money I have. This don't know if it was gonna work, but that's my lawyer's argument. No, he need to get charged. How much you gonna charge them? They say I'm paying $10,000 a key, so it's $360,000. He need to get caught with the money amount of drugs, with how much money he had. That's how the guidelines. I forgot my I think level 32 or something like that. You know the feds got the guidelines.
Yeah,
That's
they got
right,
the guidelines
definitely.
and all that.
So we went all the way into that, but I still don't not knowing what I won't get until Rick gets sentenced. We got sentenced at the same time. So when I went up, I got sentenced. So it was 10, say 10 and a half years. So while I said 12 years, because I had already did a year and a half of my other case, so I would say I've been in jail for 12 years, but it was like that. Rick come in the thing, cheek, man, like, this is what up, man, how much time to give you? Life. So when he come to the cell with me, like, I said, man, life, damn. So I really, trying to figure out what to say to him. I said, life, man.
I
He
mean,
said,
what could you really tell? Like,
because this is a
Shit.
different situation. Life in the feds. We all life in the feds.
yeah,
life
life
in the
was
feds.
feds, yeah.
So I said, man, we got to get back, though. We got to get back. You know, appeals. Like, gee, man, life. Man, I got life. Motherfuckers gave me life, man. And they did this to us. So at that moment, I was like, damn, man, it's a wrap. So I said, I'm coming home, man. And I told him this too, man. You know, I'm going to come home and do some positive shit, man. But I got you. I got your back. I always told him that. And I was like, you know, knowing I was going to do something that's positive, knew I was going to go home and open up youth centers from day one. With all my time in jail, I was just figuring out what to do. And that was one of them. And I came home and I opened up youth centers, man. I just wanted to give back to the community, helping the kids, like, to stay out of trouble. Don't do the same stuff that I did. That was my whole goal in life, was to help them. And so when I came home, I opened up a youth center. And I opened up another one. I opened up one in Compton, Watts, and one in South Central. I ended up putting, like, a bunch of kids in Division I college. Mike Beasley, DeMar DeRozan was my nephew. O.J. Mayo, all of them practice, or I coached them or something at my facility, at my youth center, in my gym. I go to the NBA draft here back to back because I got players, because I got an AAU team. I got kids that's in the league today, right now, from then. That's been in the league 17 years. From my program that I started after I came home from prison.
Are they trouble kids or just regular?
Trouble kids from Compton. I used to start, I was picking them up in my bus and bringing them from Compton to South Central to my organization, man. It's like, I'm going to get these kids. I'm going to get this kid. I've lost a few. Like, Chico, I ain't going like one of my little homies. And I got this on videotape too. And he was like 15. He didn't want to get in the van, go to the center. That same day, he gets shot in the head.
Yeah, I want to give you your props for that, like just reaching out and, you know, at-risk youth and so on and so forth for just contributing to their lives, because we always speak about the school to prison pipeline, right? So when you can get a youth at a younger age, you stop them from ending up in prison. And then, I mean, I think your work speaks for itself. DeMar DeRozan is a bad boy in the NBA. Beasley is a bad boy in the NBA. So definitely kudos to you for definitely play a part in, you know, generating those NBA legends.
Beasley, of course, I talked to DeMar, but in DeMar, uncle is K9's Kevin. He got shot in front of my mother's house, got killed. I was in program too. He got killed right in front of my mother's house, shot in the chest while I'm talking to him on the phone. Like, you know, so that stuff kept happening to me, like murders. And this is even after I came. No, Kevin got killed before I went. But they real life story, like DeMar, a successful all-star, Beasley, Nolan Smith, O.J. Mayo, like, and Ben, like I'll tell you a story about Big U. Like, Big U, we had a conversation about this, like, because I was saying, man, people don't know how much work you put in for your son, man. I was there with you. I saw all the work that you did. I was up there with you when you said, let's go to the gym. I got to take my son. And Big U told me, Chick, man, you inspired me, man. I saw all the work that you was doing at the community, at your center. And I was like, man, Chick came home and started doing this. So I inspired him to do what he was doing. And I was like, man, that's crazy. You never told me that. So I'm just telling you now.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, man, I said, I was just doing the work. Not just that, like, I'm just using this as an example of how life is, because he came to one of my movie premieres. He's like, man, when you asked me to come to your movie premiere, I thought it was just going to be some bullshit, black shit. He said, man, you got some, man, Chick, you know what, man, this is some real shit you doing. I
It's
said,
a movie theater
it's a
shit.
yeah,
It's a fact.
And that's what he told me. Like,
Yeah,
I said,
it's a movie theater shit.
I said, I really ain't, you know, I do this, man, but I don't care if nobody don't know.
How you got into the movies, though? How you got into that? When you came home, right, you did 12 years. Now, what year is this?
2001, I got right into it.
Okay, so
2001,
and you got when you started that you felt that, you know, or it's always was like, you know, it was in you, like, you know, I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna take this right back to you to New York. You ain't gonna believe this story, but so Penny Marshall is from the Bronx. So she whenever we had a conversation about it, she said, "Oh, Chico, you know, tell me more about your youth center." So I'm telling her about my youth center. She's like, "Oh my God, that's great. I'm doing the South Central." She said, "I'm doing a hip hop." She said, "I'm doing a bebop break dancers from out here, from dudes from Brooklyn. They was in L.A." She said, "I'm doing it in Hollywood. You want to bring some of your kids to see these kids, these break dancers from New York?" I forgot their names. But I said, "All right, I'll bring some kids." She said, "Like, bring 10 kids or something." So I got the bus. I bring them there. The kids, like, they enjoying this. And the dudes from New York pop, like, break dancing. I'm trying to think of his name, but I can't, Boogaloo or something. I don't know his name.
Right.
So when I bring the kids, like, I'm really want these kids to think about something other than being in the game. And so Penny saw that I was really true to what I was doing. And then she invited me, like, I just want you to come to the house. I need to talk to you. And when I came over there, she, you know, I know, Chico, I know everything about you. I know the case and stuff, but I want you to do better. I want you to achieve more than what you're doing. It's good that you do basketball, but what else could you do? A lot of kids don't play basketball. That's what she told me. What can you do for a kid that don't play basketball? And she just gave me some suggestions. She said, maybe you want to get into the film business. Maybe you want to do that. And I'm like, I don't know nothing about the film business. She said, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you. And then she showed me. She had me in her kitchen editing. Like, she got Crips in her kitchen. I got dude from Compton in her house. And it make a difference to her that I had Crips from Compton in her house. She was down to show me the right thing. When Penny had a party, celebrity, I'm talking about A-list, she said, I want you to get security for me, but I want it to be all Crips and Bloods.
She was gangster.
All Crips and Bloods.
That's crazy.
Muggs is one of them. Muggs will tell you, he was there. Like Muggs, I got Inglewood, I got Bloods and Crips protecting her house. She got Barry Gordy there. She got Shaq there. She got every A-list celebrity at her house. And the security is Crips and Bloods. Crips and Barbaroos from Compton. So she got me into the business, you know. And her last film she did was my film. It's called Compton Rise. And that's me putting Crips and Barbaroos together to rebuild houses in Compton.
Nice.
So I was doing that, and she said, "All right, I want you. This is what I'm gonna do too. That's a great idea, but what about it? What if you rebuild the whole city of Compton? Forget about houses. Think bigger." I'm like, "Shit, I'm just going by with the money I got." She said, "No, let's call Mark. Let's call Mark." I said, "Mark, okay." Mark Wahlberg. Call him. We're calling him right now. She called him. She tell him what I'm doing. He like, "She gonna come to my house tomorrow. Let's talk about it." Go over Mark's house. Pump up the conversation like, "This is what I'm doing." I showed him on my phone. Like, man, that's some good shit, but what if you had more money and you could build youth centers and all kind of other stuff, not just houses, refurbish this building in Compton, refurbish. So Mark came up with the idea, let's build youth centers. Let's refurbish this building and stuff. He said, I'll help you raise the money. And they raised like $1 million for me.
Got you.
So I started doing that. Not only did they raise $1 million, they took me in Netflix. Mark and Penny made a call. This is what Chico doing. And they gave me a deal.
Yeah, I wanna add, right? You know, you started in the hood in Compton, right? Tumultuous childhood, adverse childhood experiences, things that could have totally altered the trajectory of your life. We are our experiences as human beings, right? Environments and impact the way that we develop, the way that we make decisions. You go to prison, right? due to some bad choices. You come home from prison, you have a mindset shift, right? You decide that you're gonna do something different. You invest in yourself, open up one youth center, driving a van, getting the kids from point A to point B. You meet Penny Marshall, start doing stuff with the movie industry. From there, you're introduced. So we think now we're speaking about networking, right? This is what we talk about with the men in prison, right? Networking, building your network and making your transition. From there, we know what's happening today. You're making movies, but I'm just thinking about. I just want to chart like your trajectory and how you're consistently moving forward and developing and staying consistent on the things that you're doing. And I just give it right back to you because I think your story is dynamic, and I think I think we need to really be hearing these stories so individuals understand what the possibilities are. Like all you have to do is thinking and imagining, and it can be done.
So I thought I was making money selling drugs. We make money. We think $50 million we cool, or $10 million. But the way they was living is way different than I was living. They flying on private jets. They doing stuff that we said we got money to fly to New York, something 80,000 one way and stuff. They own their planes, and so I'm start flying on private. I never did that when I was sold drugs. I didn't even know how could I do that. So by this time, Penny flying me on jets, private. I'm going to the games in New York, meeting people that she know from New York, not just in the movie business, the fashion, billionaires. That's that's real billionaires. Not like they got $20-30 billion. Yeah. So Penny introduced me to them kind of people too.
Gotcha.
She introduced me to Bill Gates.
Funding, right?
I honored his daddy at my youth center. I honored Bill Gates' father in South Central. He came. I'm like, I'm honored.
Powerful.
I'm honoring Bill Gates' daddy, man. How does this happen? So this is what I'm thinking like. So now, not only that, I mean, I'm not from Mark to Brad Pitt to this person. She opened the door for me, like, and she probably was the only white friend I ever had in my life.
Got you.
And I always like, don't talk to them, they bad people. No. She opened the door before people look like me would never do. She guided me in the right direction to do the things that I'm doing today. Like when shit don't go right, I always think about some shit she said to me. And it's deep.
She definitely had a major impact on your life, as far as just transition and all that.
Without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Because she came on a critical time. Because coming home from jail and all that shit,
Man,
those would be great moments, but they'd be critical times. Because just like you said earlier, Tone, when we was at the jail, you was like, responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Shit comes, shit get real.
Definitely.
You come home, shit get real. You got to buy clothes, pills, this, that. You got to fall in place. You know what I mean?
True stuff.
So without the right support, you could crash out. You know what I'm saying? So she was there for you.
True, man. I often think what would have happened too if she didn't come through.
Yeah.
Do I get back in the game? I think I told you this story before. This is just me knowing your friend Joe. So I was at my AAU basketball tournament, with the kids, 12 years old. Then I get a call from Mexico. Like, gee, where you at? I just happened to be in San Diego. I said, man, I'm in San Diego. We got Fat Joe performing tonight. You want to come over here? Oh, yeah. I mean, I really don't want to come, but these, I said, all right, man, all right, what you want me to do? He said, Big Fat Joe up at the thing. I got shuttles and stuff, so I got to drive them. I was like, all right, I'm here about the shuttle. I go and I pick Fat Joe up at the border, cross the border. Fat Joe looking at me like, well, he don't know me, I don't know him. But he knows something going on because in the middle of the freeway, some Spanish guys with guns stopped the bus to wait for me to get him. And they're like, oh, Chico, where you been? You know, I said, we go to Mexico. They see me and like, Chico, oh man, you home? They don't see me till this was the first time I see me since I came home. And oh yeah, thanks for picking Fat Joe up. He gonna perform tonight. Come on, let's talk. Go upstairs and talk. Fat Joe with me. He'll tell you the same story I'm telling you. We go in there. I don't know. It's quarantine, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not talking to Fat Joe as a Fat Joe. I'm talking to him like, you know, on a regular conversation. But he, you know, Fat Joe, like, I just came down here to perform. In my bag and we leaving. In the midst of all this, I'm like, damn, I just made a bad decision. I'm back in this shit. I'm back in Mexico. I'm back over here. How I'm gonna get back? This is what I'm thinking. Why are they performing? Like, man, if these people know I'm over here, it's over for me. So it's time to go back. I'm like, what's gonna happen? As soon as we got to that border thing, they came, went in the truck and said, everybody off the bus. Second inspection, something going on. Like, I was like, they know. Fat Joe would tell you, man, he'd be like, fuck, what's going on? He'd like, to make this story short, man. Yeah. They searched the bus. They went over, man. They look at me like, we ID. And by this time, I threw it out the fucking window. I threw it in Mexico. Going through there, I saw him have it. And then Fat Joe said, oh, he's my security. He's my book. He said, it worked. That's how I got back over here to
if not, your ass would have been done, because you ain't got no ID. You threw your ID, and you just came home.
And I just came home.
And you was on probation.
Probation, 5 years probation.
Yeah, so you would have been
it was like
super back.
2 years. I think I 2 years in or something. Super back on first class ticket. And I said, Joe said, oh, he's my, he didn't say security, road manager or something like that. Fat Joe didn't know who I was. I come to New York to take DeMar to the Rucker Park for the high school best players in the country to that shit. So I see Joe. So I'm saying.
Oh, at the Rucker?
At the Rucker Park. For the high school best players in the country.
Right.
Like, man, I saw you on, oh shit. I saw you on American Gangster. I know who you are now. So that's how me and him start our conversation.
That'll be Joe.
That's
oh shit, yeah.
And then we see each other in the club like, Chick, man, oh man. And
that's
then
cool.
just not telling who
It's
I was.
love.
Like, so
yeah.
he know me from that. That's how he know me, dog. That's what I was telling you.
So Chico, tell us a little bit about, before we get into that, as far as like how many movies and what, you know, everything you've been involved with since you came home. You know, they did as far as the reform. So
right,
Cinema Libre Studio, which is my studio, Cinema Libre. My catalog, I got 250 movies. My catalog, 250.
Yeah? Shit.
So the
Chico's,
last
you got the plug.
So, you know, you go look at that. My catalog, but for me to be like totally involved in this stuff, man, I got everybody used to come to my studio, but they never know who I was, man. Like, just come, like the Jamie Foxx, everybody. Like, damn, man, I didn't know you was doing this. Can we do this? Can we do that? Man, I'm just a nobody. Because in Big U is a cheek to me. He don't care about that shit. But what I wanted to do is just like, I didn't want to be, even when I was in the drug, I never wanted to be the man. I just wanted to be the man, and you know, all the other stuff.
You just wanted to get the bag and all that. That's it. You don't care about nothing really.
That's it.
You just care about just work and get the bag and keep it moving, keep it on the low.
I ain't never worn like jewelry, none of that.
Yeah. I can tell. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of brothers like that, man. Smooth. They don't want to be all out loud and all that.
Never.
Yeah.
Just living your life, your life.
But, you know, he's just that type of brother that he don't want to be
loud.
Nah,
you living your life. Again, you said you started with that and you consistent with that. And it's one other thing we want to ask, right? Is this important? You know, we spoke about the work that we, you know, did inside of the state prisons and the city jails. What do you think about prison reform, restorative justice, changing the prison environment? What do you think about that? And do you think it's necessary? Do you think it's something that's needed in these modern times?
Very needed, very necessary. And just to like going inside the prisons with y'all, like it's a total different experience of somebody who went in prison.
Get a little closer.
Somebody who went in prison, who been time, we all did time, but just to walk through them doors, to go back to see the people that we was in prison with, trying to help them to get home, man, that's like the chills that you talk about that you had. I had the same chills, man.
Right.
To see the dudes like, man, if them dudes can come back and get us, if we ever get out, we can come back and get them. We can help them. The cycle of us going to prison is not a mistake. There's no way all of us go to prison for some of the same stuff.
Facts.
And get all this time. It's designed that way.
That's right.
But if we stay asleep, nobody else would know. So for me to come back, this a blessing that I can do this shit.
Yeah, it's God's plan. That's how I look at it.
That's right.
It's only God could put
in the way
a whole bunch of brothers from all over the world, put us together
inside of a prison.
Inside of a prison.
Not just a prison, a max security prison.
Yeah, where they're not really basically listening to nobody.
I saw tears today. I saw laughter. I saw smiles. And I was like, damn, man. What we said, our voice made a big difference. Somebody tonight thinking about everything we said.
That's a fact.
Nah, without a shadow of a doubt. And I love the fact that you emphasize that. Just giving that, bringing hope back to the people.
Prison reform is definitely, something that is been overdue. You know what I mean? Like so much things have happened throughout the times that all of us had their time at different times.
Different part of the world.
Yeah.
Different eras.
Yeah, different eras. And still the same, it's the same results, what I'm saying to you.
So the goal is for us as individuals who made the transition from the carceral environment back to society to actually be able to go back and uplift individuals and give individuals that sense of hope that it's a possibility for them to make it out here and do the same work that we're doing is not only commendable, but it's laudable work. It's work that we want to continue to, continue to do, and we want to continue to share the message to other individuals that building a community is not only in society, but that starts with individuals who will find themselves inside that carceral setting. For those who are, wrongfully convicted, as well as for the individuals who are convicted for doing something, but giving them that second or third or fourth or fifth chance so that they can get out here and play a part in society and be an asset to society as opposed to a liability. Appreciate you, Chico.
One thing I want to say too, me listening to y'all story inspired me. Like I listened to your story and you said you was a doctor and you got your degrees and you did that. So I'm like, damn. I'm lacking on what I'm doing.
Tone handle has been no bullshit.
Yeah, so
all that shit is inspiring.
Me,
of
bro.
course it is.
For you to do what you do, like the music and all that stuff, man. And I know you, but I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing your name. I know a lot about you, man. And so the same way that y'all inspire me, I know it has have some kind of effect on you.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people,
Man, you killing me, man. You that brother, man. You killing me. Everything you have achieved and your focus and how humble you are. I love that shit, bro.
But you got to add, right? Like I got my MPH, my Master's in Public Health, with a certificate in History, Ethics, and Law from Columbia University, right? But you have.
I told you the story about my Columbia.
You did.
My Columbia experience.
Yeah, the Columbia
So when I was
ID.
in New York, they told me to get an ID, so I go get a Columbia University ID. So when I get caught in Compton, and I told them it wasn't me, says, this is what they said to me. You guys like, Chico Brown, we know this is not you, and you gonna lie, talk about you went to Ivy League school, Columbia University.
They was like, you faking like a motherfucker.
But I didn't never know Columbia was an Ivy League school, bro. They like, you faking with this fake ass ID, like you from Colombia. Like
They just knew his ass was
they
lying.
knew I was lying at the top. I was like,
Oh,
man, what
man.
Colombia? I don't even know what Colombia. I
Yeah.
never even heard of Colombia,
crazy
bro.
as hell, yeah.
I was like, and they was laughing at me like, you could have used any ID but a Columbia University.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
went super
oh my
wrong on
God.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a hell of a
That's why
life, man.
To know that you got a degree from Columbia, man, it just all comes around in
Right.
circle, bro.
Appreciate
That's
you, man.
crazy,
Definitely, and coming here, sitting with us, and sharing
Oh, man, for
your
sure,
experiences
man.
for
Like,
other individuals to
Tears
be able
of
to grow
joy
up.
right here, bro.
Yeah,
That's
tears
a
of
fact.
joy,
Tears
of
of
course.
joy, man.
Appreciate
And,
you.
Tears of joy.
Chico, what is for Chico for the future? What you working on and what you got going on now?
As you talk, I just finished writing my book, man. I got a book. I got the book in my phone, ready to be published and everything. I got a movie coming out. It's called The Last Game. The Last Game it's about me and Penny Marshall. It's not about me selling drugs. Me selling drugs is in the book because that's the foundation of the story.
Right.
It's about how I went to prison. Me and Rick. It's about that. But the meaning of this story is like, you got Penny Marshall, who's the first $100 million woman movie ever. How our relationship and our bond created this movie that I'm telling you about. It's just deep. I'm gonna let you. I'll let you read the story. Like this is, you read this script, you're like, it's unbelievable script, man. Cause in part of this story, I'm telling you, this is a real story. So I'm with Penny all the time. So I got my little partner Boo, who's with me all the time too, just ride with me. But Penny, so I don't call her this day. And she knew that something was wrong. So Boo, my little partner, was with me all the time. Got shot, got killed in the church while we was going to another funeral. We was at one of my other homeboy funerals, so we go to his funeral. So while we at the funeral, he gets shot. It's a drive-by in the church, at church. So Penny, like, called me, like, you all right? You all right? I just saw the news, like, where you at? Come over. And I'm like, I can't, I'm like, no. I'm crying, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. She kept calling. She go, come on, don't do that. When she called me, I'm in the car, going to kill the people who killed him. Said, get out the car. And she came and got me.
That's friendship.
That's
That's
crazy,
family.
bro. She saved
That's
your
a
life.
connection. You better
She
believe it.
saved your fucking life. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is deep.
Hell yeah.
When you see the script, you like, and you read my book, you're like, damn, man, it's so moving.
Yeah.
And that's
I can feel that shit now. I ain't
Hell
read
yeah.
that
look,
bitch.
man, bro.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Bro, I'm at a funeral with him. He's in my car. I let him drive my car. I'm with his brother, DeRozan. Oh no, you was in the car with me, Ron, the one I talked on the phone. I said,
oh yeah.
Circuit.
Yeah.
That's his brother.
Oh.
He gets shot in the head at a funeral, at their cousin funeral, their first cousin funeral,
Fucking crazy, man.
and he gets shot in the head, bro. And like man, I can't believe this shit.
Yeah.
And so Penny knew, and she like, park, get out that car, Chico. You can't waste it. You can't do this no more. And she got me out the car.
And she got you out of the car. And she got you focused.
And you stay focused.
And that's super inspiring. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
those young brothers out there and all that's watching this, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't easy, but you could get it done.
You never know where you get your support from.
Yeah.
Shout out to Penny Marshall.
Penny
man.
Marshall in the
Hey,
building. You already know Compton in the building. Man,
Right.
Penny, I'm going to tell you something. That was a blessing, man. She tell you get the fuck out the car. You already know that was just it. And the good shit is that you
Trusted her enough to
trust her
listen.
enough. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
right.
you ain't go with you was like, you know what I mean? And that right there got you here.
The name of the movie is The Last Game, bro.
The Last Game
I watched The Last Game with her before she died.
by Chico Brown.
Lakers watched the Laker game at her house while she on the bed and died the next day.
Oh wow. How long
That's
has it been?
the
She
name.
died.
About 4 years.
Damn, man. But she was good to you, man. She was a blessing to you. She was everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
sorry for your loss on that one.
Definitely, want to,
You know what I mean?
and all the other losses.
Because I
you-
could tell that was I mean, she saved your life, brother.
Man.
She loved you, man. She wanted the best for you. And good thing is that you was whatever it is, she's gone, but you was able to represent her and make her happy.
Man,
Because you did what you.
I did the movie.
That's what I'm saying. You did the
She
movie.
never got to see it, bro.
Yeah.
She died before it came out.
Yeah, before it came out. And what else you work? What else you work? What else you got going on, Chico? What else you got going on? Now.
That movie, I probably start filming in the summer. I got another movie that I'm working with Master P with Tiffany Haddish that I asked her to be in for me. She said she'd do it, but I do a lot of work with Master P too. Like he 100% on every event that I do in Compton Watts. Not just give me money. He shows up with me, bro. We've been doing this for 24 years.
Wow, Master P.
Excellent. Shout out to
Shout out
Master
to Master
P.
Yeah, you already know.
Master
We love
P,
that.
Master P is a 100% cheek. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do, like on an everyday basis. And his son the same way. Like I went to every last one of his son games. His son played for the University of Houston now. But in high school, I went to every. And me and P really tight, man. We don't just talk about the shit. We really do it. If it's in Louisiana, if it's whatever.
Gotta get it done.
Facts.
Don't even talk about it.
That's community. That's camaraderie. That's support.
Facts.
That's trust. All of those valuable principles that keep a community tight.
And P from New Orleans, though, I'm not trying to bust nobody out, but it's a lot of dudes from Compton who could have been, you know what I'm saying? But he reached out like, Cheek, man, I got you. Like, we've been friends forever.
Facts.
You know, and people don't even know how tight we are, but we that tight.
So, hey, you tight with the right people.
P.
You know how this goes. It's about relationships.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? So sometimes it's just based on that. It's a relationship. You build relationship and all that, and we at the end of the day, just because we went to jail and we sell drugs and we
That
shot
don't mean
and we
nothing,
do,
bro.
doesn't make you a bad person. So you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't
right.
make you in spite of him doing all that, he had a youth. He wasn't selfish.
Nope.
Off top, even doing whatever he's doing, he still want to help the brothers.
Yep.
Want to
Taking
help
care of the community, taking care of his family.
It was already in his heart. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
And you know another person I got to give praise to, is to Tiffany Haddish. I'm talking about Tiffany Haddish before she was Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish worked for me at my youth center, Before I opened my own youth center, when I first came home, I worked at a youth center called a place called Home. Tiffany
Shout out to Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany worked there with me. I watched Tiffany from 8 all the way. We talk all the time. We do a lot of stuff together. She came to Louisiana with me a few times just to do a show with whatever. Every time she doing something, whatever, she invite me on. Every time I ever asked Tiffany to do anything, she never tell me no. She like my little sister, and she continue.
That's dope.
She continue. She go, you need something, like, and she's always there to help. If it's coming to me, whatever it is, never told me no about it. I tell people that all the time. When I call Tiffany, if I ask her to do this, she gonna do it. She never said no to me about nothing. And it's just, that's the blessing from me just
Absolutely.
doing stuff.
Anything else you want to for the young brothers out there and the sister that's watching this? Anything you want to say to them? Any words of inspiration?
Yeah, one of for me, the joy that I get is not telling nobody what to do, just showing my information and feed them the information. And the information I give y'all, you give it to someone else, so they can become a better person and help other people, like the work that we doing in the prison.
Facts.
Definitely.
That's like you said, we ain't getting paid for this. This is some shit we want to do, man.
Facts.
Because it's a need for what we do.
It's a need. That's right. That's right.
People don't know how it, when them lights cut off in that prison, how it really is.
Yeah, you was stuck yourself. You said, damn, these the conditions up here.
Yeah.
You from Compton. We went to Green Haven, and you like, what is this, man? This is it's fucking third world country prison.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, man, I ain't used to this, man. No, I know I'm a Fed dude, did Fed time, but I went in this prison in New York. Never, man. I talk to dudes in prison from California all the time, and I look in their cell. The cells I look to at this prison I went to, I ain't seen that, man. only in third world countries. That's what I said. I said, y'all need to at least cut the grass, do something.
It's
Like,
New York State prison.
yeah.
For your young brothers out there, sisters and all that want to go to jail without thinking and all that. Just know.
It's a whole different world, bro. It's a whole different
Let them
world.
know, G.
It's a different world. I'm talking about.
Facts. This shit is
I'm
different.
talking about coming from Compton, getting shot at every day. To me, going in there, I'm telling you, I'd rather do that than to go to that prison
Facts.
and do that time that they doing out here in New York. Right now, I'm telling you the truth, man. The condition is not what y'all think.
They say when you want to understand the condition of a nation, go inside of the prisons, and that'll tell you a whole lot about that nation. And you did that. You did that this week.
I did it, but
And your response was what?
We in trouble then. If that's the condition of our nation, we in trouble, bro. I saw
Chelsea
some,
Chico was like, what the fuck? You already know, because you know, at the feds, shit clean.
clean, like it, you like,
You know, like, not for nothing. Like, you know,
and this to be in New York. We talking about New York, big city,
Yeah,
big
big
city of
city.
dreams.
big city.
You know, you think of big city of dreams. If you walk inside of this prison I was in New York, I'm talking about the conditions is like you in Ethiopia or some shit.
Facts.
I ain't never seen nothing like that. You know, I don't want to talk about New York prison because, you know, I'm from Cali.
Yeah, it's
But
okay,
I got to
though.
just tell you the real.
It's the real. This is real shit right here. This platform, everything is real.
That's
It
a
is
fact.
what it is.
Dogs in the yard.
already
We was
know.
in the yard, checking the condition of the people, checking the condition of the prisons. And the reality is that we need prison reform. Restorative justice is necessary. We need funding for restorative justice. We need public advocates for individuals in those circumstances. We need advocates for individuals who are wrongly convicted. We need advocates for individuals who have held themselves accountable and served their sentences so that they can get out and participate in society.
Facts.
Restorative justice is necessary. I know I seen it firsthand, what them prisons look like. Chico seen it firsthand, what them prisons look like. Pete seen it firsthand, what them prisons look like. And we here advocating for those individuals behind the wall, dogs in the yard.
And with that being said, Chico,
One thing I got to say,
go
man.
ahead, Chico.
The money that they spent on that one of them bombs that they just used, they could have used that money to restore a bunch of the prisons. Just with the money off of one of them bombs.
One.
We can restore the prison reform.
That's
With
right.
one of the money that it costs, just one of the bombs.
That's right. Talk that talk.
That's real shit. That's something for you to really think of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why our people is in, I don't even want to say, I don't even know what to call that prison site.
yeah. It's just a horrible sight. That's all, and a sad one too.
It's a sad one, man.
That's a really sad one because we walked those and we walked them together and I was like, I ain't been in prison since 2002. So I'm like going back and I'm like, shit, fuck, I don't know how the fuck I did this. It's muggy, it's hot, the
Man.
walls is sweating, the floor is slippery, damp. Yeah, shit is.
I ain't even gonna talk about the roaches on the wall, man. I know it's roaches and shit, but that shit's ridiculous.
Listen,
bro.
man, that thing is, man, one day at a time, man, we gonna try to do our best to try to,
We got to,
you know what I
bro.
mean, help these brothers and all that and bring a
fact.
change. Because that's what it's about, you know what I'm
We
saying?
got to, man.
And with
It's a
that,
fact,
man, Chico Brown, I want to thank you.
Man,
Appreciate
thanks
you, my
for
brother.
having me, man. I got some new partners in New York,
Oh, that's
man,
for
for
sure.
sure,
Already
man.
know,
Shout out to
Chico.
the farm. We're gonna go down
Yeah.
Times Square, take some pictures. I got my other brothers here from all over, and we're gonna have some fun tonight, man. And with that,
Let's do
man,
it, man.
appreciate having you. Tone, you already know how we do. BX in the borough. I got my
You know
brother
that.
Tone.
That's a
You
fact.
already know
We
my
here,
brother
baby.
for life. You already know. Let me know how y'all feel about my brother Tone
Yeah.
on the podcast. Hit me up. Let me know. And with that being said, it's your boy Pistol Pete, dog in the yard.
Welcome back. It's your boy BX Tone, Dog in the Yard. We want to thank Chico Brown for coming through, giving us the real, starting youth centers, got the movie thing going on, representing the West Coast, Compton, California. Again, welcome back. Appreciate you. Chico Brown coming through, representing for the people. All the people, look out for Chico Brown. His movies on different platforms. Listen, it's a real one. Came through. BX Tone, Dog in the Yard. Have a good night.